those steps. But I want to be clear that you are welcome to always, even on my tests, grab one of these little things and count these out, right? So that's your fallback. If you don't like my, like, hey, you know, you can do it mathematically. Hey, you can kind of see this in your head. If you're like, Miss C, no, I just want to graph it. It's nice and easy. So let's start. We're going to start by getting our center. Where was our center? Right up here, just like we did with a circle. So if you could graph that center for me, remember it comes out naughty. So our center should be at 4, -3. And you're putting that on your little graphy thing. Are you good with that? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, -3. 1, 2, 3. Yay! And we're going to put that over here. 4, -3. Awesome. And now we're going to go in and out on these babies. On this one, that tells me I'm going to go out not 9 jumps, 3 jumps on the X direction. So side to side, go out 3. Nice and easy. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to be really honest with you. I hate counting on a graph. I don't know why. I'm lame at it. It's like 1, 2, 7. I can't do it. So I'm going to show you what I do. I know that I'm going to be adding on 3 jumps to the X coordinate. So I am literally going to add 3 to this guy. So I get 7 -3. And then I am going to subtract 3. So I get 1 -3. So do I actually get it from here? I personally don't, because I miscount all the time. But if you want to just count it up, count it up. So let's do the up and down. We're going to do 5, right? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Yes. You're right. Thank you. I put this in the wrong place. Let me switch those. Thank you for doing that. Oh, this comes down. This comes down. Look at that. Almost like it's doing it right. There we go. That side. Those are my short ones. That was my mistake. Thank you, pal. Good catch. Now I'm going to go up and down, right? And I'm going to count up and down. I know I'm at 4, right? So 4, 2. That is awesome. Oh, that's not good. Here we go. 4, 2. And I'm at 4, oh dear Lord, 4, 1. See, I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. -8. How are we looking? We good? You know the only trick to these is the foci. I never say that right. So let's remember how to get that. It is a squared minus b squared equals foci squared. I'll write that up again. A squared minus b squared equals f squared. And a lot of people in my earlier classes today kept going 9 take away 25. That doesn't make any sense. That's going to give me a negative number, and I can't do negatives when I graph. Like, I can't go back in time. So what we want to remember to do is the a squared is the bigger one. It's not the x guy. It's the bigger guy. So we're going to say 25 take away 9 equals 16. 16 is f squared, but I don't want f squared. I want f. And what that is 4 jumps from the center. So you're going to put your pencil on the center, count up 4, count down 4. Why not side to side? Because I go on the major axis. So here we go. I'm going to start right here and go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's one of my dots. And down 4. 1, 2, 4. Look at that. If you can count, you can do this. 4, 1. And 4, -7. How'd you do? You okay? Oh, draw it in so I can come and laugh at you and look at your little potatoes. Oh, that's good.
Zach didn't study.
Oh, that's good too.
I helped her out, so she knows I did.
Okay, just good over there, guys. That's just a black hole. That was something at some point. It's a lemon. Okay. How about this one? I'd like you to try this one all on your own, but stop when you get to the foci. because it's going to be a little messy. We're going to talk about it.
Oh, we're doing that now.
Center's going to be -1 plus 2.
Well, I got that.
Okay. And then this number under the x tells you how many jumps to go on the x lines. Right? So you'll go up 7. And the number under the line, you suck. Look that up.
What else is it?
So, yep, this is very good. So, jump up and down, left and right. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I haven't done it yet. I'm going to do it. Let me see. I'm going to try to do it without graphing. Let's see if I can do it without graphing. I would love to do statistics. We'd have a lot of fun, but Mrs. Landry really likes that class, so I'd have to fight her. I would rather have my eyes pulled out.
Well, you should.
I think the AP test makes me feel too pressured. So here I go. So here's what I'm going to do, because I'm lazy. I am going to just take that 7, and I'm going to add it to my x coordinate. This time I'm going to do it right, because Val's going to remind me, I want the vertice, it's the big number. So here's what I'm going to get. I'm going to add 7 to this guy. So I get 6, 2, and then I'm going to subtract 7. So -8, 2. Y'all see how I did that without graphing, right? I just added this 7 and subtracted it plus or minus to this guy, right? That's a shortcut way. If you don't feel like graphing and you want to just do it that way, that's awesome, right? I'm going to do the same thing because I'm lazy with this guy. I'm going to take that plus or minus 3, but this time I'm going to do it with this guy. Does that make sense? So here's what I know. I'm going to get -1, and I'm going to add 3, so 5, and I'm going to get -1, and I'm going to subtract 3, and I get -1. How did I do? Did I do okay? Did that seem right? I'm checking the option. Make sure I'm good. Am I okay? Does that seem right? Someone tell me if I'm wrong. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna do the foci in a minute. So if you don't feel like graphing, when I want to do the 7, it's gonna mess with the center x coordinate. So I add 7 to it and I take 7. Does that make sense? I give me the 6 to the x because it's under the x. And then if I want to do the other guys, is you got it. 6.3.
And you do that with 3.
Yep, and at that time I do it to the y guy. Does that make sense? So I start at my center, I add 3, or I subtract. Okay, big finish on this one, and this is where I need everyone to watch me real quick. Gentlemen in the back, Andre's going to watch me real quick, so watch me. A lot of times, you guys are watching, these won't be nice numbers. I can't always make them nice numbers because we know that f squared is 49, take away 9. So I'm going to get 40 equals f squared. Yeesh. So here's what. I don't want to use the square root of 40. I don't know where the hell that is. So I'm going to get a calculator and get me a nice little decimal approximation, which is going to be 6.3. You have 2 choices. You can now graph it with 6.3 and count, go to 6, do 6 jumps out and a little bit more, or you can do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to go to the vertex, right? I'm going to go to this guy, to the center, and I'm going to add that 6.3 to this guy. So it's going to be 5.3, 2, and -7.3, 2. How did I do on that? Did you guys, yeah? Are you cool with the shortcut? Yeah? Are you guys okay with that? You can graph it, or you can add it. What I did, I knew it's 6.3, and it's going onto this guy right here. Because I'm going side to side. Does that make sense? Or just graph it. Just graph it. If you don't like my shortcut, just graph it. And you're good.
Do we get different numbers though?
No, you same exact number. Same exact, you literally just get there, you know, I just do not start counting this here. I don't know why, so I just do
Wait,
it.
so what's with the negative?
Okay, so here's what, okay, what's this? You got the 6.3? Pull it up. I'm gonna do it over here, but I'm gonna erase over here. Okay, watch this. You'll like this. Okay, check this out. So my center was at 1 and 2. And now I got that 6.3, right? So I'm gonna go out this way and this way. Yeah, that's all. So watch that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a tiny bit more. So if I want to see where that point is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See what I'm saying? And if I want to go this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a tiny bit more. And if I graph it, I'll look at that. I have to wait a second.
Then how come the last graph?
Oh, because I gotta go with a bigger number. So since the big numbers are my X, it's a bigger number. On the other one, Y. Okay, nicely done. Let's skip that one. Are we ready? We're gonna move on. On this next one, we don't have to write anything down. We have some choices here. Here we go. On this next one, we just want the equation of the y. I don't care about anything else. All I want at the end is this. I want this plus this equals 1. Our job is to figure out the center and how many jumps I go. The easiest way to do this, is to graph it. But you're going to see after a little bit, you can be faster without graphing it. So Colton, on these ones, you don't have to graph. I put a graph on here so I can show you how to do it with graphs, but I don't use graphs. So let's start with your graph. Can you put these points on? So you're putting these points on. Nice. So you done? I think you're on. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Here we go. 5, -5, 2, -2. Okay, the first thing I need is the most important. Hey guys, ladies, gentlemen, just let me, I got like 3 more and then I'm done for the day. So the first thing we always need is the center. There are a number of ways to find the center. The easiest is literally just to figure out what's in the freaking middle, right? You graphed it. Just go like this. Look, they cross in the middle at 0, 0, right? Well, that method always works, almost, right? So 0, 0 is my center. So let's go ahead and set this bad boy up. X squared, y squared, so easy. How many jumps did I go? On the X line, I went out 5 and 5, so 25. How many did I go on the Y line? I went up 2 and 2, so I went up 4. Walk in the park. Walk in the park. You know me though, a little bit trickier. Now, I want to show you guys a trick, but I need everyone to put their pens down and watch my trick. What if I didn't want to graph this? And I'm telling you I could do this without graphing. And here's what the first I want to show you. I want you to take a look at this guy, the vertice, right here. We're looking at him. Watch this. He shares a 0 and a 0. Look at this. The y coordinate, 0. Now let's look at this guy. He shares a 0 and a 0. Look what the x coordinate is, 0. That's not weird. That actually works. So I want you to try to do this one with first finding the center without graphing. Can you see the pattern here without graphing? What numbers do they share on the top? The 1, do you see what I'm saying? That's my x, my y coordinate. And what number do they share for my covertices? -2. That's my other one. Do you know what that is? That's where they cross. That's why it works. So if you want to feel like, hey, Miss T, can I just start by doing that? Yes, you can, right? So now watch how much faster we're going to go on this one. So our first thing is going to look like this. We've got this, x plus 2, y minus 1, yay, we're all good. I'm going to come over here, -2, 1. Everybody's cool with that. Now, I could graph all of this, but I'm lazy. So let's just graph one of these points. I don't care which one we graph. Let's graph 1, 1. Are you cool with that? 1, 1. Does everyone see what I've done there? I'm going to make that red. How many jumps on the X guy did I go? I went 3. So guess what? I didn't even have to do the number, right? I'm lazy. I want to pick up my pace here. So let's do this other guy. Let's do whichever one you think is easier to graph. I don't care. I'm going to go -2, 3. -2, 3 is right here. How many jumps is that? It's 2. Done. Done. And you can almost do some of that without doing any graphing at all, right? Because you can be like, oh, look, it's just 2 jumps over and 3 jumps up, right? Try this one on your own, as much work as you want to do. You want to graph the whole thing and say, screw you, Miss T, I'm happy putting all my points down and counting. God bless you, it's perfect. That works perfect. But if you're lazy and you feel like, Miss T, I don't feel like doing all that work, can I pick up my pace? Do that too, right? So if you're like Miss T, I just want to put my points on, cut it in half, go from there, rock on with your bad self. Just know you got to start with that center. That's the key. Fire. Now here's the quiz. On the x-axis, how many jumps? Okay, so let's look at this. We'll take the center. 5 is the same, we agree. But on the y's, to get from 8 to 1, how many jumps do you have? 7. You with me? And now, let's look at the ones are the same. So how many jumps from here to here? 6. See, look at that. You didn't even do a single graph. Yeah. And here's what's cool. Every time you're going to know which one to do because you will match. So it's like, oh, I'm going to look at my y's. Choose. I'm going to go with this guy. Oh, I'll leave these match. Yeah. Absolutely. I always stick away from the negative ones. So here we go. Yeah. Love that. Now again, if you panic, graph it out, right? Okay, so here's what Sam and I did, and we just blew through it. She told me that the center is at 5, 1, which is awesome. So right away, we got x minus 5, yay, x minus 1, yay. Now here's what Sam and I did. We didn't feel like doing a bunch of work. So she and I looked at this point and the center. Well, the 5s are the same, yes. It is 5, am I wrong? The y? Is that what you meant? Yeah, thanks. Okay, so watch what Sam and I did. We knew the 5s were the same, so we're not going to worry about those. So the question is, how many jumps on the Y line did it take me to get from 1 to 8? It took 7 jumps. So we put up 49 right there. I'm pretty sure it's on my Y-axis. Is it on my X-axis? Are you sure?
Oh, you just did 5, right? X minus 5? Yeah. It'd be on your X-axis.
Okay. Okay, it's 5, 1. Sorry, 5, 1, and 5, 8. It's 7 on my Y. Yeah.
Wait, but you're on the vertices. You're doing the 5, right? That's the
No. Good question. I'm not, because I'm ignoring the 5. I'm saying how far on the Y-axis do I go? If that confuses you, just use the graph. Yeah. So no, it's 49 here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at these two. The ones get ignored. It'll be a 36 here. 11 to 5. Y-axis, X-axis. Is that better? Is that okay? But you know what? If you don't like it, graph it. Easy. Yeah? Are we okay? Yeah? Okay. Last one, best one. I'm shutting up. You're not going to love this one. Here we go. You can do it. And you know what? The more complicated they get, the more I graph, right? So I'm going to graph this one all the way. Do this last one. Last one. It's going to give us a foci. So remember, we're going to have to use that. 0, 6, 0, -10. Don't let the center fool you. Literally, it's halfway. Oh. Do we have the center? How are we feeling on the center? You're like, Miss T, wait a second. You're not giving me enough stuff. I don't know where they cross. Guess what? It's right in the middle. So I know I got 10. So I just went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move. Boom. Right there. Nothing tricky. You got this. So my center is going to be at -5, 6. Are we good? Okay. Let's talk about how much stuff we got going on here, because we know a bunch of stuff right now. We know this is x plus 5 squared and x minus 6 squared. We know how many jumps we've done on the x-axis. How do we know that? Is because we can just count, right? We went out 5 in one direction, 5 in the other. So we're feeling pretty cocky right now. It's like, hey, we're almost done, but we're missing one freaking number. So we're going to use that foci to help us. Here's what the foci tells us. It is at -2, 6, right there. And that's our little goat thing, -8, 6, right there. So the foci is the jumps from the center. So Andre, I'm going to say that again. The foci is the jumps from the center. So on this one, our f squared is our jumps from the center. Our little goat went out 1, 2, 3 jumps from our center. So our f squared is 9. Our a squared is our biggest number. How do I know it's the biggest one? Because it says vertex. That was 25. I'd like you with your neighbors to find b squared. Don't worry about square rooting. Just figure out what b squared is and shove them right up in that spot. That sounded so rude. Put it nicely in that denominator. That's what I meant. You keep it square. Yeah, you don't even have to do any math. Like, it's so easy. A squared minus b squared equals f squared. You got your a squared, you got your f squared. Just move it to the other side. I'm so glad that Choker woke up because he's helping us. He was asleep for a minute. What's the other job? You're done. Don't do all this work. It will be like which of these is the ground. Yeah. So it'll just be like, seriously, it's funny, which that? Yeah. Did you get 16? I'm done. Goodbye.
No, you swear by because I really know